And now it looks like these tactics that are used by authoritarian regimes like China, where, if you're a Chinese citizen and you want to get certain kinds of information and you go to the internet and try and look it up, you find that your browser has been blocked from looking at that information. Tiananmen Square, for example, it's not even available. Sorry, didn't happen. It's been excised from the memory, of the nation by virtue of essentially censorship. And it looks now like Betsy Devos is trying to do the same damn thing over at the Department of Education. On the line with us is Nandan Joshi. He is an attorney with Public Citizens Litigation Group. Citizen.org, of course, is the website. Nandan, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Tom. Glad to be here.
So tell me the story. What's going on here?
So in the last few months, Public Citizen discovered that the Department of Education had been blocking our website, www.citizen.org, from their networks, their Wi-Fi networks, and their internal networks. So the Wi-Fi networks are networks that you might, for example, find in Starbucks, where you can log into their Wi-Fi system if you're a visitor at the department, and access the internet. And then their employees have networks. Their work computers are connected to the internet as well.
Right. Now, I can understand why they might have, some kind of software or, programs and firewalls in their routers that keep out things like porn sites, that they don't want people to even accidentally stumble across when they're at work. But Public Citizen? Why would Betsy DeVos and the Department of Education block Public Citizen from their own employees? Why would they say our own employees and people who are visiting may not look at the website of Public Citizen? What's so toxic about you guys?
Right. Well, that's the question. So we don't have a definitive answer to that. We have submitted, in February, we submitted a Freedom of Information Act request to the Department of Education. They did not, about their policy on blocking our website. They did not respond within the statutory deadline for responding. So we do not have a statement from the department on why they are blocking citizen.org. The only information we have is from people who have tried to access our website. What happens is they get an error message when they try to access citizen.org. That says that the web page you have tried to access is, quote, in violation of your internet usage policy. And then it labels our web address as one that belongs to an advocacy organization. So that's the extent of the information we have. We don't know why they're choosing to block advocacy organization websites, and based on our own testing, there are various websites that they do not block.
Are they blocking access to FreedomWorks or, the Koch brothers right-wing websites?
Well, we haven't tried those. We've tried the Chamber of Commerce, and that's accessible. Now, to be fair, we've also tried the ACLU, and that's accessible. So this decision to block our website seems somewhat arbitrary. Now, Public Citizen has been a vocal critic of a variety of departments' activities under this administration. We have sued Betsy DeVos and the department when they tried to delay implementation of what's known as the borrower defense rule. We were successful in that. In December, we issued a report called the Teach Grant Report that criticized the department for various errors we thought they were engaged in implementing their Teach Grant program, which is grants to teachers. And so, I mean, there have been. Now, we don't know if that's the impetus of the department's decision to block our website, or if there's something else going on. We're hoping this lawsuit actually brings out some of the truth behind their decision-making.
Now, they stonewalled you. You said that there's a statutory window within which they must respond to your request for information, and they didn't respond within that statutory window. My language, not yours. What's your fallback? Is that thus the lawsuit is the next step? That's what you have to do?
So we have filed the lawsuit, so that hopefully will provide us access to certain information that the department has not provided yet. We also could still file suit under the Freedom of Information Act separately from this lawsuit. We're still weighing our options on how to get information about the basis for the department's policy and their decision to limit access or prohibit access.
I'm wondering if you were to go over to Interior and try to log on to the or ask an employee at Interior if they're able to find websites of progressive advocacy organizations that have sued the Interior Department over Ryan Zinke and now his heir, I'm forgetting the guy's name, the coal lobbyist, promoting fossil, destroying public lands for fossil fuel extraction, or if the same thing was going on, lawsuits that have been filed against the EPA if the EPA was blocking access to websites.